Joe Kennedy III issues response to State of the Union. Humiliated when people see what's just behind him. Representative by Robert Rich Politics, U.S. News from AdWorldNews.com. Representative Joe Kennedy III is getting quite a bit of attention after issuing his response to President Donald Trump's State of the Union address. Too bad for him, no one is praising what he had to say, and he was left utterly humiliated when people saw what was right behind him. President Donald Trump did an amazing job giving his first State of the Union address. The only people who didn't like what he had to say were the hardliners who wouldn't agree with anything he said no matter what, even if it was aligned 100% with their liberal narrative. However, those without such biased hate loved the address. Even better yet, polls are showing that the majority of people actually appreciated the president's sentiments. Although the left wants you to believe that no one likes President Trump, that's just not the case. In fact, the left-leaning CBS proved them wrong by releasing a poll showing that 75% of those who watched the State of the Union approved of the president's message, while only 25% did not. What Democrats and liberals can't seem to comprehend is that things are a lot better than they've been for quite some time, and that Trump is mostly responsible for those improvements. However, the left continues with the same old tactics, despite the fact that it's literally destroying their party. Take, for instance, how they're praising Representative Joe Kennedy III after he issued a brief response to President Trump's State of the Union address. Too bad for them. Things would blow up in their faces as the man was left humiliated on several fronts. Americans are talking about Joe Kennedy III this morning, but not for the reasons that he was hoping. As it turns out, Kennedy was left humiliated after people noticed what was lurking right behind him. And it wasn't long before those same people took to Twitter and started poking fun of him for having a broken down car as his backdrop. Seriously, Kennedy's backdrop is a broken down car. That's right, Kennedy's entire speech was given in front of what is presumed to be a car in serious need of repair. Of course, people couldn't help but compare the prop to the Democrat Party and the devastation brought about by their liberal policies. Although Kennedy's speech is one of the main focuses today, it's not because of his stirring performance. Even worse yet, the car isn't the only reason that people are bashing him. Come to find out, there was something else that distracted viewers so much that many missed his message altogether. Apparently, Kennedy has applied so much chapstick or possibly Vaseline to his lips that people actually thought he was drooling the entire time. As Breitbart reports, just like that, the man found himself in the center of yet another lengthy roast session on Twitter. Marco Rubio had dry mouth during his State of the Union response in 2013. Joe Kennedy has drool mouth. Joe Kennedy tonight at State of the Union. What is that drool coming out of Joe Kennedy's mouth? What's up with all the shiny stuff on Joe Kennedy's lower lip? Hard to look at anything but the reflection. It's fine though, because everything out of his mouth is so predictable. The left wants you to think that Kennedy's speech was some huge success, but it was only popular because of how much he embarrassed himself. At this point, it's safe to say that someone is getting fired, as Twitter user Ashley Ray pointed out, writing, "I think some PR person on Kennedy's team is going to get fired. Just stand in front of a car and have something distracting on your face. It'll be fine." Kennedy's speech is full embodiment of the Democratic Party, rich drooling lunatic lecturing the American people on why the rich are too rich and why the American people deserve more. Of course, you won't see him giving up any of his own money to help out the cause. With the past of devastation behind them, The left continues with the destructive policies that actually hurt Americans and only help those looking for a handout. In the end, their words are meant to do nothing more than stir up votes. It's why Americans always end up worse when Democrats are in charge, and why that reality will never change. Furthermore, that is why President Donald Trump's speech was so overwhelmingly well received. You see, that what Democrats don't have is a good track record. Trump, on the other hand, has solidified his own in just one short year. The American people like where our country is headed, and they're starting to wake up to the lies and deceit of the left. Yep, absolutely disgraceful. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.